Hey everyone, I'm Scott Volk.
And I am Ron Cantor.
And bro, what a joy it is to be talking to each other today. This is the best.
It is. Where are you? I am in Tel Aviv.
And I'm in Charlotte. And dude, there's something really exciting that we get to do together. You know, oftentimes ministries are in competition with each other, but whenever we have an opportunity to do something together, I think it's a really cool opportunity as a testimony to the nations of ministries working together. And this particular project that you and I are doing is super exciting to me because we're focusing in on the Ethiopian community. And yes. I'd love to hear a little bit from your perspective, exactly what we get to do so that those people who follow both of us really understand the impact that this project is going to have.
Awesome. Well, we are doing something together, and it's going to be right here in Israel. So it is Together in Israel, which is the name of your ministry. We are Messiah's Mandate, Shalanu TV. And really, Scott, you know, you and I, we go back, 25 years.
Amazing.
And this isn't the first project that we've worked on together in Israel, but it comes out of our friendship. And It is exciting for me to partner with you guys and that you guys are partnering with us. But it's for the people that we're touching. So back in the 80s and early 90s, there was Operation Solomon and Operation Moses, where they they literally gutted airplanes, El Al airplanes, and they airlifted tens of thousands of Ethiopians, Jewish Ethiopians from Ethiopia, to Israel to start a new life. And being an immigrant is not easy. Believe it, I know it. I've lived here for a few years. You're learning a new language. You're trying to help your kids with homework. And of course, I came from America. These folks, literally, they came from a very primitive lifestyle, and now they're in a modern country, Israel. And so in Ashkelon, by the way, one of the neat things here is my wife grew up in Ashkelon. It's her home city. So After the war in May, we went to Ashkelon, me and Ilana, and we met with the mayor and his team, and we said, how can we help you guys? You guys got pummeled with Hamas rockets, and you guys help with that too, building bomb shelters. And so we partnered with him, renovating and building bomb shelters. And through that, we met the leaders of an Ethiopian immigrant community center. And we sent a film crew down there. Ilana went down there. She interviewed people. And they have, during the day, they may have 50 older folks. These are folks that they moved here, they didn't really learn Hebrew, and now they're 60, 70, 80 years old, and this is what they do each day. They come to the community center, there's activities, there's fun things, and then next thing you know, there's sirens going off. They have to run for their lives. And in this community center where they spend their days, there's only 2 tiny bomb shelters, and you know how small they can be. Some of them you can only fit 5 or 6 people in. And they asked us if we would build one that would hold 50 people.
Yeah. And so let me just interrupt you just for 1 second. When we think of the Ethiopian community, they are a community that typically is not the high-end money-making community in Israel. So a lot of these people live under the duress of financial hardships. And both of us, we've been helping this particular people group. So added to that stress is living in an area where frequently bombs are being lobbed over there. Thank God for the Iron Dome. But Ron, this is so cool because this project is going to be something that really, really brings a measure of security to these people. Right. Anyway, I just needed to interrupt you, but go ahead, because it just really blesses me even as you're talking about it.
Well, just imagine this. In May, out of the 4,000 rockets that Hamas sent all over the southern district of Israel, 1,000 of them were aimed at Ashkelon, this city of 160,000 people. 40,000 of them do not have a safe room or a bomb shelter. So amazing. Thank God there wasn't a direct hit. But, we visited a school that did take a direct hit. Fortunately, they had canceled classes. But Scott, I looked at, there's one doorway. They've got 15 seconds to get 40 kids out of it, and they never would have gotten out. Thank God they weren't there. But a direct hit on this community center would kill dozens of Ethiopians. And so one of the ways that we share the gospel in Israel is by works of kindness, by showing, I
love
like
it.
to say, the true face of Yeshua. Because the only Yeshua, the only Jesus they know sadly, it's an anti-Semitic message going back 2,000 years where the church persecuted the Jewish people. And so when I tell them that people like your ministry, our ministry, people from all over the world, Christians love Israel
Yes.
and they want to stand with
Yes.
Israel, that moves them. That opens up the door. So one of the things we want to do is we want to build this 50-person bomb shelter. The budget for that is just around $100,000. But then in addition to that, the kids, we talked about the older people. Scott, there are young people that come to this community center every single day. Now, I get this because my kids would come home from school every day when we first immigrated to Israel. And I'm kind of a smart guy. I think I am. Written a few books, but I couldn't help them with homework because my Hebrew was so bad in the beginning. And you feel kind of paralyzed as a parent. Well, imagine these Ethiopian kids. By the way, you said the older population of the Ethiopians, they're kind of in the peripheral, but the younger ones are thriving, many of them. You turn on the TV, you see them as reporters or on a cooking show. And so they are integrating. But the young people, they come home from school and they go in Ashkelon, many of them, dozens of them, they go straight to the community center to get mentoring in their homework. And there's 20 computers we saw there, and they're so old, Scott. And I said, we're going to buy brand new computers. So we've committed to buying 20 brand new computers, $1,000 a piece. We want to bless them so these kids can feel honored, they can feel valued, and so they can know that there are believers all over the world that love them.
I love that. So we're buying together 20 computers. We're building a bomb shelter. The entire budget is approximately how much for the entire budget?
$130,000. And here's some good news.
We've already raised some of that, right?
Yes, we had a pledge from Daystar Television Network, $25,000. We've raised $5,000 already, so we're $30,000 into it.
Great. So $30,000 into it. That leaves $100,000 left. And you and I are together. We're gonna have a little contest, Ron. We're gonna see which partners of which ministry are going to stand with us in a greater way. But actually, both of us are really, really praying that each of our ministries can put in the remaining $50,000 each to see this project go. So friends of Together for Israel, not Together in Israel, as Ron erroneously said in the beginning, but that's okay. Friends of Together for Israel, Friends of Messiah's Mandate, Friends of Shalanu TV. Let's make a difference in Israel. I'm so excited that we get to do this together. Ron, thank you for being on the ground in Israel and letting our partners and your partners, they're around the world, really understand the significance of this project. And bro, we're going to do this together.
Well, amen. And we're so blessed to be able to be on the ground here, but we couldn't do anything. We couldn't do any of what we do without people like you, Scott, without your partners, without our partners. We really are together in this thing for Israel. I said it right that time. We are together for Israel. And I just want to bless you, Scott, and bless all your partners, our partners. Together, we're going to make a difference in Ashkelon with these Ethiopian Jews.
Yes, we are. I'm so excited, bro. And we'll get a report back to all of our supporters as to the progress of this, right?
Absolutely. We've got a film crew that'll be going down there regularly. We'll see the building progress.
Beautiful.
And then at the end, Scott, hopefully you're going to get over here to Israel. We'll have a ceremony with the mayor, with the Ethiopian Jews. It'll be a wonderful time together. We'll film it. We'll share it with all of our supporters.
I love it. We love you, our supporters, Shalanu, Together for Israel, Messiah's Mandate. We love you.
Amen.